It is 5:35 on Monday morning. I've just pulled up to the gym. It's a busy week, but it's gonna be a great week. I've got lots going on this week. I have a trip to Wisconsin for work, but it's a totally new part of Wisconsin that I've never been to. I've got a new book that I am reading called The 5 a.m. Club, which I feel that I am trying to join being here at the gym at 5:30 on a Monday. I don't want to waste too much time vlogging in the car this morning, so I'm going to head in, get a great workout, and let the week begin. So I made it to the gym this morning, and it was a really rough workout because I woke up this morning feeling like absolute garbage. And that's not a pleasant way to start your Monday when you're trying to have a great week. When you have a busy week, the last thing you want is your throat to be sore and have no energy at the gym. Not a good sign. So I am making a tonic that I find helps when I start to feel a little icky. It is a base of apple cider vinegar. I do about a shot's worth of that. Now I used to do this frequently, but it kind of has been something I do in waves over the past many years. And yesterday I put just a glass bottle of water in the fridge with one of these Yogi Tea Mango Ginger tea bags in it. And despite how hard it was to get it out, because the whole tea bag expanding when it gets wet thing just escaped me. But anyway, you brew that overnight, and then in the morning you mix a little bit of that with a little bit of that, and it just makes you feel alive, and it makes you feel delicious, and makes you feel delicious? It is delicious, and it makes you feel so good. So I'm gonna whip one of those up right now, because I got a lot of work to do, and I got a work trip coming up this week, and we need to be our best selves. It is the next day now. Nothing else happened the rest of yesterday that was of interest, so I'm not going to share it. But I'm very excited because right now I am heading into the MAC Cosmetics store here at the Green Hills Mall, and I am getting a consultation for my wedding makeup look. And I chose to go this route because consultations at the MAC store are actually free. They just assume that you'll probably buy one or two of the products, if not more, that they use, and that is absolutely my goal, is just figure out what I need to use, what will make me look like the blushing bride that I intend to be, and then I will buy it and do it myself day of the wedding. I know a lot of gals like to go get their makeup done or have someone come like to their hotel room the day of the wedding to do it for them. My skin is very particular, and I'm like weird about people touching my eyes and doing things near my eyes, so I'm just gonna do it myself, and the money that I would have paid to someone will be used for makeup that I can use the day of my wedding and many days after. I have not had eyebrows in like a decade. This is amazing. Alright guys, there we have the final look by the lovely Emily. So if you need your makeup done, come to MAC. She'll give you the full rundown of what you need to use, how to use it. She won't stick anything in your eyes. She's fabulous here at the mall at Green Hills. Now that I have a bathtub in our new house, you better believe I'm getting me some bath bombs. Josephine, time to go to your new house, bug. Come on. Come on. This is gonna be the first time that the cats are at the new house. Relocated the cats to the new house, and after sequestering them in the bedroom, we're gonna let them free. Here we go. Oh, there goes Sigmund. Geraldine heading straight for the cuddles. What's Josephine doing? Come on, Josephine. Come on. The girls are not having this at all. Josephine, you can come downstairs. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bobs. Come on. Oh. This house so empty. Where's the little one? I feel like this is gonna be a very long night getting them comfortable in the new house. Oh, we'll check in with you tomorrow. Good morning. It's like 5:45 on Wednesday. And I am just about to head up to Wisconsin for a couple of business meetings. Off to a great start. We lost power last night, so I was packing in the dark. So I'm really hoping when I get there that I have everything that I need, that everything is the right shade, that everything goes together, and that my voice stops cracking. That'd be really great. Absolute longest drive of my life. It is supposed to be 10 hours from Nashville to Green Bay, and it took me about 13. It's just after 8 o'clock now, and I think I left at 5:45. So 12, 13 hours. Chicago was a nightmare. I hit every big city during whatever respective rush hour it was, but we made it. I need some food. I have some work to do. No room tour this time. I apologize. I am disgusting and disheveled, and I feel so greasy. Who knew sitting in a car for 13 hours doing next to nothing could make you so gross? I'm literally gonna go down and scare these people in the hotel restaurant. Now, I discovered La Roche-Posay in France, naturally, in January. I had some badly chapped hands from the airplane. And when I was at Ulta the other day, after visiting MAC, they gave me this as a little free sample kit, and I was very impressed. So we have the facial cleanser, which I will likely use in the shower to avoid making a mess. We have the body cleanser. I did bring my own, but I might give this a try just to see how it goes. You have the face sunscreen, and there's a very good chance I will not need that in Wisconsin, but for when I go home. Then you have the face moisturizer, which I definitely don't need right now because my skin is still all oily from the car, but inevitably I will use this. Now, I don't know if all Ultas have this little kit, but definitely something to ask for if they have any more of their back-to-school routine La Roche-Posay sets. Hello again. It is 2 nights later now. I think I left you possibly showing you some La Roche-Posay products that I got before this trip. And that is not a vlogging fail on my part. The truth of the matter is that we are in Wisconsin. Enough said. Most of what I've been doing is work-related that I can't show you. Yesterday, I did swing by Lambeau Field before I left Green Bay. Had to do a bit of Christmas shopping for my family, who are all somehow big Packers fans. And then today, after work, I did swing through this really neat little place for lunch, or it was like a late lunch, early dinner before the company baseball game, which is why I am again in my Benson Boone t-shirt, because this felt kind of baseball-y with the sleeve detail. And it was called the Reef something. And it was like a brewery, bar and grill type thing on the water. Beautiful. I will insert some footage of that here to show you. It is just a handful of hours later now, and I'm getting ready to head down, check out, and get on the road. Hello everyone, happy Sunday. It is the next day now, and I really did not film much last night because I got home around noon. I left Wisconsin at 2:55 in the morning, drove straight through. I was absolutely exhausted by the time I got home, and I completely crashed when I got home. I showered, I sat down on the bed to say hello to the cats and snuggle with them, and before I knew it, it was an hour later and I had fallen asleep. Took my fiance out for lunch because it was our last afternoon together. I had to take him to the airport last night. He is currently en route to India for a music industry function, and I'm on my own this week. So I thought it would be kind of a rejuvenating, restorative week, and I am starting out by doing laundry at the old house. We do not have a washer and dryer yet at the new house, and I've mentioned in the last or past couple of vlogs, we still have access to the old house. My fiance's parents own it, and there's a washer and dryer here that are actually quite nice. So I am here this afternoon doing all of my laundry from the trip to Wisconsin. In this being sort of a restorative, back on track type of week, I ran to the gym this morning. I had a great workout, but I am disgusting, so I actually need to quickly shower. But before I do that, after the gym, I stopped at Target. And the motivation there was, one, all of my Bath & Body products are at the new house, and I didn't want to go from the gym and Costco and Target to the new house, come back to the old house to do laundry. I mean, I would be getting nothing done but driving today, and I'm sick of driving because I did a lot of that yesterday. But at Target, I picked up a few things, and I wanted to share, because this morning, scrolling through Instagram while I was cuddling the cats, I came across a post by Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and I am a big fan of him, stemming back to his Scorpion King days. I think like third grade me, third or fourth grade. Huge crush on Dwayne Johnson. I think it was the first time I'd ever seen a man with abs, and I was just, Anyway, knowing that all of my Bath & Body products were at the new house, I thought I would grab some. He came on Instagram to share that, I think it was a month or two ago, he was granting a wish for a little girl through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and she was obsessed with Moana and watched it all day, every day, and her wish was to have Dwayne Johnson sing the You're Welcome song to her specifically and record it so she could listen to it over and over again. And he did it on this Instagram post, and I mean, my heart just exploded. I was, he's such a good guy, and I just still love him. And him doing this for this little girl, 4-year-old girl, hospice, it was so sweet. So at Target, I wanted to grab some of his Papatui body wash and such, because I just thought I can support. And today I was not in the mood for tequila, so we went with the body products. I started with the Refreshing Body Wash. It is the Lush Coconut flavor. And before you say, oh, but that's for guys, because it is all in the guys section. I will grant you that. But it smells so good. Like, coconut, I feel, is a pretty universal scent. Yeah, I can't wait to shower with that. They also had the coconut deodorant because all of my deodorant is also at the new house and I'm gonna be here for at least a few hours doing laundry. So I needed to have some deodorant that I could put on. Again, the Lush Coconut. And I like this one because he had both an antiperspirant and a deodorant. And I just got the deodorant because I've read bad things about antiperspirant messing with your biome. Oh, but it smells so good. And the final item I picked up was for my tattoos. It is the Papatui Enhancing Tattoo Stick. And this is full of a lot of great ingredients, including mango butter and coconut oil. And just because we now have a pool and swimming, I'm soaking in chemicals essentially. There's a lot of chlorine and things that really dry out your skin. So I picked this up just to keep my tattoos looking fresh. I would assume that someone with as beautiful tattoos as The Rock probably knows what he's talking about. All right, I need to shower and get going on lunch and laundry, and I will check back in with you later. Now, when I tell you food is limited in this house, I am literally on the eggs and avocado that I just bought at Costco with a little bit of seasoning that we had left in the cupboard.
You think?
Between this and the inside, but maybe that'll be season 2.
Yeah. Oh.
We might want to take a break once.
I just got halfway through filming the wedding makeup because I was gonna do a whole update for you with like what I got at the MAC store the other day and go through it and put it on for you. And I got to my eyes and I realized I don't have any of my brushes other than my one foundation brush. So I'm gonna wash this all off my face, and when I get back to the new house after my laundry is done, we're gonna try this again. This is just one of those moments where I'm sure that more seasoned YouTubers don't make this mistake. Back in the bag. It is so hot and sticky in this house. We turned the air down because we've essentially been living at the new house. And it is very warm outside today, but fortunately all of the laundry is now done, ready to go and be put away at the new house. I'm gonna pack, load the car, get ready to go, and then once I am back, I will restart the MAC wedding makeup tutorial for you. I have all the brushes and things that I need in the new bathroom, so we'll circle back with you there. We are now in my very messy bathroom at the new house, and I am in my Kleinfeld robe because I'm doing a wedding thing and showing you my wedding makeup look from MAC. So I had to put on my Kleinfeld robe because I did get my wedding dress from Kleinfeld. I actually get to go back in a few weeks for a fitting, but I thought, how fitting doing my makeup look wearing the robe, which I love, and it's super comfy. First things first, we have a mess of makeup out on the counter, but primarily I am using MAC products. There are a couple others I am going to sneak in because I don't have them from MAC. And then you come over here and you have my makeshift tripod because I don't have one. So we have the Nutty rinse, we have a toilet paper, and we have an empty container of Clorox wipes. And that's just gonna be what we need for today's portion of the video. Now I realize I left you on an absolute cliffhanger at the mall before I ran off to Wisconsin. So let me just tell you, after the MAC makeup experience and after going to Lush, where I did pick up 4 bath bombs, I stepped into Ulta because I realized I have all this lovely makeup and I do not have brushes to put it on my face with. So I stopped at Ulta and I just got some of the Real Techniques face brushes, and then I also picked up the eye kit, and each of these was like 20 bucks, nothing horrifically expensive. And I'm gonna use those as we go through this little makeup tutorial. Now at the moment I have nothing on my face. The viewfinder is here and the mirror is here, so I'm gonna probably be doing some like shifty eye action, but just know the mirror is this way. And I can't really put everything on my face without using a mirror because I'm not that talented. I'm gonna start with, actually, before we get into the makeup, I checked out at MAC with my haul and I got a freebie, and she gave me these 2 little salon clips. Let's see if they'll focus. These 2 little salon clips. So I'm gonna pop those in to help hold my hair out of my face so I don't get any foundation or any fun powder in my hair. Now, one thing I learned was that you do liquid foundation first, and we have the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Broad Spectrum 15. Mine is NW10, and I'm gonna give a little squirt of that on my finger. Now, Emily told me when you're doing your foundation don't put any product like directly onto your forehead. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your brush and any excess product you're gonna put up on your forehead. Because if you do put makeup directly on your forehead, that's when it gets cakey and makes you look old, even when you're not old. Now, after the liquid foundation is applied, we're gonna come in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is a liquid concealer. I am a fan of this compared to like the little fuzzy tap ones. Mine is in the shade NW20. Now, she mentioned I could go a little bit darker on the liquid foundation to an NW20. She recommended that really if I was gonna have like a tan or something during the wedding. And let me tell you, as a fairly pale person with a wedding in October, I guarantee you there will be no tan. It's gonna be pasty white. So we're gonna come in and do that fairly heavily under the eyes. I have like perma dark eyes. Even when I am well rested and well hydrated, for some reason, I am just cursed to always have dark eye circles. And to save time, I'm just gonna zhuzh that product right under my eyes and then also take a little bit up onto the lid, which she said is going to help the eyeshadow stick and just be a little bit brighter and more pigmented on your skin having this kind of foundation. Okay, so now that it's mostly in, I'm gonna come in with the brush and then just use my finger to dab away brush marks. Don't really have any acne going on, thank goodness, so we don't really need to worry about covering anything up. So now that we have our MAC concealer and our MAC Studio Fix foundation, we are going to grab the Studio Fix powder, and mine is the NW13, and it's just this really nice light pressed powder. Now I will say, me doing the foundation with just these 3 products feels so much better than what she did on my face. I liked the look that she gave me. I thought it was really nice. It was very clean. It was very professional. However, she used this like goopy primer before she got started, and it put a layer of what felt like wet silicone on my face first. And at night when I was cleaning my face off, it was pasty. The makeup that I was wiping off was coming off in like a thick layer of just pasty goop. And I am not dealing with that on wedding night. I do not want the pasty and nasty that I had after my makeup consultation. So we're gonna forego the primer altogether. And with what I'm foregoing, I am also not using a setting spray. I do not like things sprayed in my eyes, and she did like 2 or 3 layers of setting spray. I get that it probably helps in keeping things moisturized, but my eyes just can't take that. And I'm gonna be trying not to cry anyway the day of the wedding, so the last thing I need is more stuff sprayed into my face. Foundation is on. So now, my favorite product that I'm going to be incorporating into everyday makeup from now on is the 1mm tip brown pencil. And this is a really nice shade of brown. It has both the brush head and the pencil head. I may have done that backwards. It's hard to tell, guys, when I'm doing this. And it's just a really nice fine point. I don't know if this will pick this up, but it's a really nice fine point. And she taught me how to fill in my horrifically thin eyebrows. I just broke off a big chunk of it. So I guess don't screw it up too much, just a little bit. And she said you're just gonna do little brush strokes and then kind of draw under your arch. Just add a little layer of definition in little brush strokes to make them look more natural. And then from the top, you're gonna do the same thing in a downwards trajectory. And I'm not probably doing this as perfectly as I should be, but I did try filming this video once before and my camera overheated and shut off. So we're gonna go a little faster this time, so it's not a 29-minute long portion, because I'm sure this vlog is long enough already. But you guys, I'm just so excited to show you my wedding makeup look. And I've never done a makeup look before, so why not start with the most important day, or one of the most important days of your life? And there we go. I don't do them super thick. I don't want them to be super dark, but I feel like it's a nice addition to the scary thin eyebrows that I have naturally. Thank you, 7th grade Samantha, for pulling out all of the hair on your face. Now, this is the Connecting Color eyeshadow palette that we're gonna come in with next. It's very pretty packaging. I will give that to MAC. I never understood, like when I was watching YouTube videos throughout college, I never understood why people were like, oh, the packaging was so pretty. I'm like, does the product work or not? And now I've become one of those people that is like, this is gorgeous. And we have a few different colors. I believe the smoky eye that she gave me, we used this power mode up here, we used the high tea, and then for kind of an intermediary color, we used the satin taupe. Intermediary color? I don't know. I'm gonna start with the lightest color and dab that off. And I'm gonna go with the lightest color right in the crease of my eye, kind of by my nose. She said the lighter in the middle and a little bit down beneath your eye will really brighten you up. She said definitely get a good night's sleep before the wedding, but if you need to look a little bit more alive, that will do it for you. Then we're gonna move into that satin taupe for a slightly darker middle of the lid without going terribly dark just yet. Now I'm not gonna take it like too high up under my eyebrow because she did give me a slightly different, almost highlighter-like color for that. So I'm just gonna do this one on the lid and a little bit into my temple, but not too much. Yes, thank you. I realize I just have product hanging off the side of my face. Again, wipe the extra product that you don't need to avoid that. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a zhuzh out of the places it does not need to be. Off to the side there. A little bit of blending right in the middle so it's not a stark contrast between light and dark. Okay. Finally, I'm going to take a much smaller brush. The tiniest little eyeshadow brush that's in the kit. And I'm gonna go in with that really dark, called High Tea, right in the corner. And this I'm gonna do along my lash line, almost like an eyeliner. Kind of follow the same idea as an eyeliner would be, just to give it a more blended look once we do get the eyeliner on. And I'm gonna take it just the tiniest bit under my eye as well, right in the corner. Okay. I'm gonna come back in with one of the slightly bigger eyeshadow brushes and just do a little bit of blending in the middle because it does get kind of murky with that dark color along the lash line. Now I am not using a MAC mascara because one, I didn't like what she used. It was really goopy when she first put it on and I don't remember what it was she used, to be completely honest. But this makeup look is not set in stone. This is just what she showed me. So if you have a MAC mascara that you love, please drop it in the comments below. I would love to give it a try. In the meantime, I'm gonna stick with my trusty and true Clinique High Impact Mascara. I have been using this for almost a year now, actually. And it never clumps, it travels well, it lasts throughout the day. So unless I find a MAC one that I am like obsessed with instantly, this is likely gonna be the one for the wedding. Okay. Now she used a gel eyeliner and I cannot tell you how much I hate the idea of me trying to do a gel liner on my wedding day because I know I would mess it up. And I feel like gel liner is one of those horrifically unforgivable things where if you mess it up and you try to wipe it off, then everything will come off. And I know I'm not gonna have time for that and I'll be nervous anyway. And I just am not gonna mess with gel on the day of the wedding. So we are using the Clinique High Impact Easy Liquid Liner. Like with the mascara, this is my tried and true. And it takes literally 2 seconds to swipe on. Now I know wedding makeup can typically be like nice and rosy cheeked and light and all of that. I am a Hollywood glam person, okay? This is like old Hollywood, New York meets Nashville type of wedding. Our colors are black and white, the flowers are roses, and that's it. It's gonna be a little glam. It's gonna be a little bold 1940s, 1950s, because that's the way I like it. So we're gonna come in with the MAC lip pencil in the shade Cherry. And this one I did not need to buy at the MAC store the other day because I already had this one. Love me a good big red lip. I told Emily while she was doing my lips that the last time I had someone professionally do my makeup, I was 8 years old and I was in our local high school's production of The Wizard of Oz, and I was a Poppy and a Munchkin, and I got to wear a flower pot on my head and do ballet and have these big red like little Munchkin lips, and it just took me back. I was having like flashbacks to, what would that be, second, third grade? It was a long time ago. And now I'm doing it myself. Now after I complete the Cherry lip liner, this is the Maximal Viva Glam line of lipsticks, and this one is called Viva Heart, and it's this really nice like rose red color. We tried a few different ones, and a lot of them were too pink or too orange, and I wanted one that would basically match the roses that I'm gonna be carrying. And I think we got the perfect color. Now, I like this a lot. It's buttery, it's soft, it's matte, and I have a few in this like bullet style from MAC, and they're great because I can kiss my fiance with them and they don't transfer to his lips. That is a concern that he genuinely has about the makeup I am wearing for the wedding. So we are keeping it safe with the little bullet MAC in Viva Glam. However, if I'm being honest, my preference would be the Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color. I have it in both Dance With Me and Ruby Few. And these are my favorite. They're just the easiest to put on. They're so soft. They go on like a lip gloss and then they dry matte, which is fabulous. However, these do transfer a little bit. So I told Sanborn I would just do the matte that I know works, that will not get on his lips, and he will not have to worry about recessing down with me with red lips himself. Now the final step, I am going to mix a couple of products. One is the MAC Soft and Gentle Mineral Highlighter. I really like this product. I feel it gives you just that right amount of sparkle without being overbearingly sparkly, because I don't like the wet look. I prefer a very matte look. And then I am going to use the Clinique Cheek Pop in the color Fig Pop as my blush. The blush that Emily used was just a little bit orange for me, and I didn't really care for the way it looked, especially looking back on the clips. In, I think, the Lush clip, there's a good side visual of me, and it's too orange. So we're gonna go in with the Fig Pop, focusing on the apple of my cheek as she taught me. A little bit up into under the eyebrow. And I'm going to come back in with the blush brush and just kind of blend it all together, because I don't really like a very strong blush, so just to make sure that's not terribly popping. And I'm gonna be blushing anyway, I'm the bride. Then we are gonna just do a little dusting of that highlighter right on top of the blush. Just a little bit up into my temple. And then they say you should just do a little pop on the tip of your nose. I don't know who they are, but that's what they say. Final item is the MAC eyeshadow called Naked Lunch. And it's just this really cute little pot of eyeshadow. And I'm gonna use this underneath the brows, just to kind of lighten up the whole area above the darker eyeshadow that I've done. So we're just gonna do a really, really tiny amount up here, just to give it that little bit of shimmer, which I think looks really nice and polished. All right. So there we have our completed wedding makeup look. It's nice and glam. I love that the lip pops, the eyes are nice and smoky and dark, and I think it'll be really nice. It's all high quality, long lasting makeup from MAC. You can get it at whatever your local MAC store is. This video is unfortunately not sponsored. This was all shown to me by Emily over at the Green Hills Mall in Nashville. She's fabulous. I am very thankful for her guidance because I could not do this by myself. I'm gonna have to on my wedding day. And don't even get me started on hair. That's gonna be a different adventure that I'm not in the mood to address today. I really appreciate you watching. If you've made it this far into the vlog, you are a rock star. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.